Time flies, so don't blink twice.
Bartt crazy. Hey, Bartt, you hear him?
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find Psn-TWeezyBankz Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go here in Baltimore.
Hey, Bartt, tell her what you got to tell me. There you go.
Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
You are nervous. And walking my mind.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Read the field, folks. Read the field, folks. You got to see over there.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And it'll bring up second down. On play action, here's Jackson. Off he goes. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Lost.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Makes the score. Ravens 7, Cowboys nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
There you go. There we go. There we go. Let's just kill him. Kill him there. That's good. See him. There you go.
Right to the air is Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a game there.
You got to play catch up. You got to play catch up.
Just a really nice simple play design.
It's like he's on the wrong way to go, right? Everybody making plays.
And he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Right back to Ferguson.
Got that nigga with fuck out and hit that bitch in the shit. That was count, though.
Flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Kill! Yeah! Hey! Here we go, 46. We're going to 54. Why here? Here we go, 46. Prescott on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Told you, I'm got down.
Going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. Yeah, here we go! Williams. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
Third and goal. Yeah, here we go. Right there, boy. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. It is brought in the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. A first down throw from Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 32-yard
2nd down. Jackson.
Hey, you niggas not blocking.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. From the gun, Jackson. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Deron Black. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here. As they try to break the top.
Hey, boy, Payne is there.
Hey, kill! Here we go, 47. 26. First down. Prescott. Throw left side. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Throwing Jackson. Flush to his right, taking off. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
1 yard gain.
So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. Forced to his right. He keeps it himself. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
Now, Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this.
180.
3rd and long for Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up 4th down.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
These are the situations where as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
There we go, kill. There we go. 47. There we go, going to 53. 26.
Dak's going to throw it here on first down. That's down the field for Lamb. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Here we go, 46. 26.
We'll go play action. It's Prescott. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Kill. Here we go, go to 54, go to 50. Here we go, 46.
On third down, Prescott. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Here we go, going to 54. Yeah, here we go. Hey, kill. All right, hey. Here we go, 47.
They'll throw again. Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
2-yard line.
Kill.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head, because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction, because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Third down and 10.
Kill. Yeah. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill.
Again, Prescott to the air. He's going to have the first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Dallas.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, go to 54, go to 26.
Prescott again. That is caught at the 3. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. To the air again. Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some...
And he's got another one. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because it barely worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit returning it for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Sit on! Sit on!
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He runs with it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson moving to his left. He'll run again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Now Jackson. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
At the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw.
The second down pass. A loss of 12 brings up third down.
Hey, Alfred, sit on!
Throwing now on third and long. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. And how about that? Third and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
Sit on!
To throw is Jackson. Moving left. Looking back to the middle of the field. It is caught. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
And the Baltimore first down.
Back to throw, Jackson. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Loop now for the extra point. That one is no good. Not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at.
Loop to kick off for
Now,
Baltimore.
after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott on first down. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Yeah, here we go. All right, hey, kill. Hey, 47. Hey, kill. 47.
On second down, it's Dak. That's to Ferguson once again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A huge play for Dallas. Pickup of 46 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
The kicker on for the point after.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Now a hit, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Out to his right. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call.
Sit on.
From the gun, Jackson. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, here's second down and 7. Here's Jackson. On the run to the right. Now he takes off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's first and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jackson. Forced out left. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
Yeah!
First down, Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
He'll tuck it and take off. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Escaping the pressure right. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Kill. Kill.
They motion the slot man left. A first down throw for Prescott. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll be second down.
Let's go 47.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Forced out wide. Now he'll run it. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2. 3rd and 7.
Yeah! Here we go! Friday! Here we go, 46! Here we go, 47! 26!
Throwing is Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he will score. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell.
Staying over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Real quick, ready? Attention on! Out.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. Flushed to his left. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Cowboys have it.
Appreciate the effort of the ball carrying, and how many tackles did it seem like he broke on that run? But so often we see it, Mike, time and time again. The more these guys fight for extra yards, they're fighting and clawing for every inch. That ball just gets a little lower and a little looser, and the way these guys are taught now on defense, if you don't have great ball security, they are going to attack it, and in this case, they're able to pop it loose and come up with a big takeaway.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Hey, kill! 47! 26!
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go, 40. Yeah! Here we go. Here we go, kill! Here we go, 47. 26.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side. They're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Auburn's good with the extra point. Cowboys will add 1 more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.